Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. Today we are going to have a DTRS session wherein we are going to discuss 10 important current affair topics through MCQs. And the lead topic for today's discussion is Birefringence. So we will understand what is Birefringence. Before we go ahead, let me quickly give you the introduction. Basically, Birefringence is the property of a material, right, that has more than one refractive index. For example, if I talk about this particular material, this material has more than one refractive index. Why it is so? Because the incident light that is coming through this, right, it gets bent. So one portion of light goes straight, other portion of light gets bent. Okay, so light has different speed in this material, so that's why they have more than one refractive index, and such materials are known as Birefringence material. Okay, so before we go ahead, let us quickly see this quotation. This quotation is let's say from Malcolm X. So what he says, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Okay, so education is the passport to the future and tomorrow belongs to those people who prepare for it today. Okay, so if you want to have a better career, if you want to have a better future, so like only thing that you need to do is like you need to get yourself educated, because the more informed you are, the more learned you are, more gateways are going to open. And also, let's say like you will be able to identify more opportunities for yourself. So this is rightly said that like education is the passport to the future, and to, let's say, educate our children is the responsibility of the, let's say, society. I mean, like we need to educate our children so that they basically, they basically make a brighter future for themselves, and they make the society, they make the country grow. Okay, that's the thing. So now let us quickly see these, see these topics that at Lukmaan IAS we are running. So Lukmaan Bulletin, basically it is an kind of, it is the most extensive and intensive program for current affairs. In this program we cover, let's say current affairs for the UPSC mains exam, and we also cover current affairs for the UPSC Prelims exam. Alright. Apart from this, let's say at Lukmaan IAS, Panch Sutra All India Prelims mock test series is going on. The dates of the test are mentioned here. Those tests that have already been conducted, you can appear in those tests also in online mode. Alright. And so GS Foundation batch is going to start at Lukmaan IAS. So it's going to start with the Science and Technology module. It's going to start from 5th of May 2025. Alright. Now let us talk about this particular thing, these topics. So these are the 10 topics that we are going to discuss in detail today. And the first topic that we are going to discuss is Birefringence. Okay, so we will understand what do we mean by Birefringence. So basically Birefringence, as we discussed, it is the property of some materials having more than one refractive index. Why it is so? Because light passes through different lines in that particular medium, and light acquires different speeds, giving rise to different refractive indices. Okay, so noble hydrogen bonding strategy yields high birefringence crystal for optics. Okay, so this was in news, so that's why we have framed that question. Now we have another question. Okay, this question is again important. This question is from a body, right, about a body which is in short known as UNCTAD, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. Basically it is a body that does analysis related to international trade, and this particular body is part of the United Nations system itself. Okay, so it says consider the following statements regarding United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. It says it was established as a temporary intergovernmental body under the United Nations General Assembly. So basically it is not a temporary intergovernmental body, it is a permanent intergovernmental body under the United Nations General Assembly. Okay, like that. Second statement, it reports only to the UN General Assembly and is not part of the UN Secretariat. This statement is wrong. It reports to the UN General Assembly also, and it is part of the United Nations Secretariat also. Okay, that's why second statement is wrong. Third statement says UNCTAD's role is to regulate global trade policies for all United Nations member states. Okay, its role is not to regulate. Okay, its role is not to regulate. It does not regulate. It just, let's say, releases analysis of the global trade. That's the thing. So none of these statements are correct in this particular question. All these statements are wrong. Okay, it's a permanent intergovernmental body of the United Nations system. It reports to the UN General Assembly, and it is part of the United Nations Secretariat also, but it does not regulate. Okay, it does not regulate. So related to that, we have the World Trade Organization. Okay, so actions taken now by the governments, businesses to shape trade resilience for years. Okay, so United Nations Conference on Trade and Development said. Okay. Now we have another question. This question is, a term based question. So recently it was in current affairs, this term. What is the term? Pig butchering. What do we mean by pig butchering? Basically this is a concept. It means, let's say, this is a concept related to cyber security. Okay. So it says the manner in which people are lured into cyber crime activities. Correct answer is this one. Let me give you an example. Nowadays, all of you who have, let's say, social media accounts, maybe in Telegram, Instagram and other things, so you might have received messages from, let's say, unknown people, and these people, let's say, initially build contact with you. After building contact with you, then they share some kind of, some information related to cryptocurrency, that they have profited so much from this particular platform of cryptocurrency or that platform of cryptocurrency. They share, let's say, evidence also to you. Then once you get attracted, once you get interested towards it, right, you are also willing to invest money into it. So they will ask you to invest money. So once you start investing money into it, what will happen after some time, right? After some time, when you want to withdraw the money, you will not be able to withdraw the money, or there will be a lot of difficulty related to this. And so that's when you will realize that you were part of a, let's say, cyber crime activity. You have been butchered. Okay, so initially they build relation with you, they share a lot of things, but at the end what they do, they kind of dupe you through cryptocurrency platforms and all. So this is related to, people are lured into cyber crime activities. Okay. Pig butchering scam. New cyber fraud targets unemployed youth, students and housewives. It's a kind of thing. Okay, it has been in news. I have received so many messages on Telegram during COVID-19, after then also. Okay, that's the thing. Many of you may have received similar messages, right? But it depends on you how you react to that. Okay, do you respond to them, or you just you just ignore them. Okay, that's the thing. Now another question, it says consider the following statements about carbon credit trading scheme. Okay, carbon credit trading scheme. They have given 3 statements related to it. It says it helps India move towards achieving its nationally determined contributions under the Paris Agreement. This statement is right. Second, it incentivizes industries to adopt cleaner technologies through market-driven mechanism. This statement is also right. But third statement is wrong, because it says that it replaces renewable energy certificates. It does not replace, it just complements that. Okay, so it's an additional thing. So only option A is correct, means 1 and 2 statements are right. So it says designing a carbon market. Okay, that's the thing. Now we have another question, question number 5. What it says, this bird, so here they have given information about a bird species. We need to read this information, then we need to identify which bird species they are talking about. Okay, so this bird species is found commonly in open grasslands and shrub forest habitats, is widespread in the Indian subcontinent, and through through non-migratory it moves seasonally. Though non-migratory, moves seasonally. It is known for the aerobatic displays of the males during the breeding season. Okay, so it's, let's say this particular bird is known as Indian ruler bird. Basically it is found in the state of Odisha. So when it is found in the state of Odisha, basically basically in Odisha, it is considered to be a kind of, let's say good omen, means anyone who sees it, they are considered to be, people who have good fortunes and all. So Gobar times, the roller coaster. Okay, so this is the bird species that we are talking about. Now we have another question, question number 6. Okay, let us discuss about this question. Consider the following statements regarding mycelium bricks. Okay, which bricks we are talking about? Mycelium bricks. Okay, it's a different types of bricks that are used for interior purposes at the home. Okay, this brick, I mean, like, related to this brick, they have given few statements. They are made from fly ash, cement, sand, and water, which reduces overall density. Okay, this statement is wrong. They are biodegradable, lightweight, and good heat insulator. This is right. Their potential applications include interior paneling, liquid filters, and sports equipment. This is also right. Okay. So statements 2 and 3 are right. Correct answer is statement 2 and 3 are right related to this. So this is a different type of brick, mycelium brick. They are made from a different material altogether. So it was in news. But like, they are biodegradable. So after, they do not have long lifespan. These are the challenges. So that's why they are not used widely for, let's say, construction activities. So the promise of mycelium bricks. Okay. So that's why it was in news. Okay. Now we have another question. We'll go through this question quickly. So it says, with reference to linguistic provisions in the Indian Constitution and related judgment, consider the following statements. Okay, so they have said Article 351 imposes constitutional duty on states to promote Hindi language. It's not, this constitutional duty is not on states, but it is on union, okay, to promote Hindi language. Munshi Iyengar formula made Hindi the national language of India. This statement is wrong. So Munshi Iyengar formula was related to languages, but it's not national language. Hindi is an official language. Okay, it's an official language. That's the thing. Article 29(1) protects language rights of both minority and majority groups. This is right. Supreme Court ruled that medium of instruction is part of freedom of speech under Article 19. This is also right. Correct answer is option C. How many of the above are correct, or which of the above are correct? Third and fourth only. Okay. Now with this, let us move to the next question. So in language debate, Supreme Court had voted for linguistic secularism. Okay. Now let us talk about another question. Okay, another question. This question is question number 8. It says, consider the following statements about North Macedonia. Okay, North Macedonia. It is a landlocked country. This is correct. It shares its borders with countries like Serbia, Greece, Bulgaria, and Ukraine. It shares border with Serbia, Greece, Bulgaria, but not with Ukraine. Okay, not with Ukraine. So that's why this statement is wrong. So correct answer is option A. Okay, in this case. Why North Macedonia? Because, like, let's say, like, there was a fire incident here leading to 59 people dying. Okay, 59 people have died because of fire in a particular club. Okay, so that's why it is in news. So this is North Macedonia. This is where Macedonia is located. Okay, so if you have studied about Alexander the Great, you might have heard about Macedonia. Okay, like that. Okay, basically, see, it does not share border with Ukraine. It does share border with Kosovo, Bulgaria, okay, Greece, Albania, Serbia, like that. Okay, but like, it does not share the border with Ukraine. Now we have another question. Consider the following statements regarding Ramadevara Betta Vulture Sanctuary. Okay, so it's a sanctuary, vulture sanctuary. Here vultures are protected. So it says it is the first and only vulture sanctuary of India. This statement is right. It is located in the state of Karnataka, not in Tamil Nadu. Okay, where it is located? It is located in the state of Karnataka. The sanctuary is home to long-billed vultures, which are classified as endangered. So this statement is wrong, because long-billed vultures are critically endangered. Okay, they are critically endangered. Okay, correct answer is only one, statement 1 only. Then we have another question, question number 10. What it says, with reference to Indo-Pacific Oceans Initiative, IPOI, Indo-Pacific Oceans Initiative, they have given few statements. We need to read all these statements. Number 1, it says, It was launched by India in 2015. This statement is wrong because this initiative was launched by India in the year of 2019. It is a treaty-based initiative for mitigating challenges, especially in the maritime domain, through practical cooperation. Okay, this is, I mean, like, second statement. This statement is also wrong. Why? Because like this particular initiative is a non-treaty based global initiative. This is wrong. Okay, it is non-treaty based. No treaty is needed. All the ASEAN countries are members of this initiative. This statement is right. So only one statement is right. All the ASEAN countries, like 10 ASEAN members, Brunei Darussalam, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, PDR, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, East Timor, I mean, like, they are members of it. Okay, apart from this, 8 partner countries are there, that includes Australia, China, India, Japan, South Korea, New Zealand, Russia and US. Okay, that's the thing. Correct answer is option A, 1 only. So with this, we have discussed all the 10 questions. You can download the explanation PDF also from the description of this YouTube video. If you like this discussion, kindly like and share with your friends. Thank you so much everyone for attending today's session. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you.